Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Despite me being not as fully present on social media and all of that, the channel is continually growing. We are over 1,500 subscribers now, so for that I'm extremely grateful for you guys who continue watching and subscribing, so thank you so much. And as a result, we have a lot of new subscribers, so I thought to start the year off, we must do a little get to know me tag type of situation so that new subscribers can get to know me, and also for you guys to know a little bit more about me, even though we've been together for almost 4 years now. And also stay tuned right at the end of the video. I have quite a few announcements regarding the flow of this channel, what's going to be happening for the next couple of weeks, etc. So definitely stay tuned till the end. So without wasting much time, let us get into this. Weird food combinations. Actually, a lot of people at my work thought I was pregnant at some point because of the crazy combinations that I do. I'm not afraid to put peanut butter on anything. Like I love peanut butter. Like I'll put it in wheat bakes, I'll put it in oats. Oats combinations, I think those would be the ones that are the most weirdest. Oats, peanut butter, and avocado. Perfection. Fight me on it. It just tastes so good. Like there's no taste in the avocado, but that creaminess that it has with the peanut butter and the oats, it's just heaven. Like I'm not even gonna fight it. Teleportation would definitely be number one on the superhero that I would want. But also being able to read people's minds, like as annoying as it might be just to hear people's minds randomly and that sort of thing. But I'm an overthinker. So I feel like it would make my life so much easier because I feel like people communicate, but they don't communicate effectively with the other person, and that's a trouble that I have. Something I believed as a little kid that makes me laugh to this day. This one is funny now, but back then it wasn't funny. So I grew up not liking mushrooms. Like I only started eating mushrooms when we came to Cape Town, and that was what, 2009. So for like 8 years of my life, I had an irrational fear of mushrooms. And the reason for that is there was a point in Zim where mushrooms were just popping up everywhere, like wild mushrooms, not these tiny little ones that we have here in South Africa, but like those big ones, and they're different colors. You had like the really dark brown ones, then you had the white ones, and there was another version that was like pinkish, yeah, like a pink peach color type of situation. And yes, everyone was getting into the whole vibe of wild mushrooms and that sort of thing, but also there were a lot of stories going around in our community of people dying from mushrooms. So obviously I think parents don't fully comprehend the things that they're saying around their kids. So I would hear these conversations from my parents, yeah? And then one day my mom brought these deadly mushrooms. And I'm just like, lady, this is not making sense to me. You want me to eat these mushrooms, but you've been saying that people are dying from these mushrooms. Like I was in tears. Like my brain could just not comprehend. Like, why is this lady bringing these mushrooms to the house and she cooked them? She's like, no, it's nice. Like I was just in tears because I was just like, I do not want to die and that sort of thing. And that was just because of the stories I heard of people dying from mushrooms. Like obviously now I know people were dying because of people picking mushrooms that were deadly or choosing the wrong ones, etc. But it was still very frightening for me. And now that I think about it, I never got to taste those mushrooms. Like all the times that I've gone back to them, like those mushrooms are not there anymore. So thanks, mom. I missed out. And even when we came to Cape Town, for a couple of years or so, I just didn't have that comfort of mushrooms. In the end, they're tiny and everything. And then eventually, slowly, I started eating it, and now I love mushrooms. So to this day, it makes me laugh, but I'm just like, it was a really scary moment in my little child brain. Ooh, guilty pleasure TV show or movie. TV show The Big Bang Theory. I love The Big Bang. Like my husband gets so annoyed at me now. Like if I'm just bored and I have nothing to watch, I'll literally just watch The Big Bang Theory. Like I'll just put it in its background music. I don't know, it's just so comforting. It makes me laugh. It's just hilarious. I've watched it like. Then when it comes to moving, Hidden Figures is definitely a top one at the moment. I've been repeating that movie a lot. Mulan, I love the new remake that they did. I think 2022. That one, top notch. Akila and the Bee is also another fave. So I do have a few that I will rotate through. Definitely. Most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. This one wasn't on camera, but it was in front of an audience, and to this day it haunts me. I'm Seventh Day Adventist, and within the Adventist community, we have I don't want to call them scouts, but that's what we are mostly compared to. So we have a Cow Scout organization that we call Pathfinders. So every year you go through a curriculum and there's 6 levels to Pathfinders. And for you to graduate into the next year, there's a presentation that you do at the end of the year, which is what we call the investiture, which is like a graduation ceremony to say you've qualified to go the following year. So in this particular year, I was the only one in my class, because usually there'll be quite a few kids in each class and sort of that sort of thing. And then when you do your presentation, you're doing a presentation with others, they're there for moral support and that sort of thing. But on this particular day, I don't know where my teacher was, or maybe she was there, but I don't remember. And I was the only one in my class. So I was supposed to do this presentation. Like, I prepared for this presentation. I had a poster, everything. I was going to present on New Start. With New Start is kind of like the health advice that we live by within the SDA community, which is N is for nutrition, E is for exercise, water, and then S is for sunshine, T is for temperance, A is for air, R is for rest, and then T is trust in divine power. Like, I knew the presentation. And then I got in front there, introduced myself, the class that I'm in, and my name, and then I just went blank. Like, blank. Like, I could not remember a single word. And now I'm just reading off the poster. I just went blank. Like, I could not remember a single thing from that presentation. Obviously, they made me pass. Like, I had done the test and everything. This was just a formality for me to graduate and that sort of thing. That night, I had the worst headache that I've ever had in my life, because I was just so traumatized from just not remember everything. Like, I was sick in bed. Like, that's how bad it was. My mom was giving medication. She's just like, what's wrong with this child? And the following day, we had like an end of year function that we were supposed to go to. And she had to call my director, like, this girl is not able to come because she's not well. Like, I literally became sick because I was just mortified of that event. So yeah, that definitely is number one. Dance for sure. Like, I love like Strictly Come Dancing. I used to watch that back in the day, and then they brought the celebrity one now with like American. I loved watching that show, and my dream is one day to be on that show. Like, I've even told myself, like, if I get lots of money to just to splurge, I would definitely get into like dance lessons, like, your waltz, your salsas, your cha-cha. Like, it's just so sexy, and I want to do that. Like, that's something that I've never gotten into, but one day when I have lots of money, I'm gonna do that, definitely. Like, right now in summer, I wish I could swim. We were at the pool the other day with my husband, and I was just watching these little kiddies just swimming in the big people pool. Like, this water was up to here, and these kiddies are just in there swimming gracefully. So that would be one skill I would want to be able to acquire instantly. But also ability to learn languages. I can hear what people are saying. Like, I can pick up, okay, people are saying this. But now being able to respond, it's a whole different story. Like, 12 years of my life was learning Afrikaans. I can hear when Afrikaans people are talking, but the responding is just, Or maybe I don't have the confidence to just say it even if it's wrong. I don't know. Or even closer, I have a lot of people DM me, guys. Let's just put a disclaimer out there. I am not a poster lady. I have so many of you DM me, send me messages, and I have to Google translate these things to make sure that it's the right thing that I'm understanding. So I don't speak Xhosa. I can understand it, I can hear it, but I'm not good at it. So yeah, that would be a skill that I wish I could just learn instantly. Movie that made me cry like a baby. Like I said, Hidden Figures. It's yeah, it's there definitely. Book. The book that I'm currently reading. Oh my gosh. This book. There we go. The Spark by Kristen Barnett. It's about a child with autism and the challenges that they go through. Oh my gosh, I'm not even finished. And this book has me bawling my eyes out all the time. Your biggest pet peeve with people that don't know how to stick to a commitment. Like if you say something is gonna be done, it's gonna be done, then please do it. Like that just frustrates me so much because then I have to wait for you and waste my time waiting for you and that sort of thing. So yeah, if you're gonna say you're gonna do something, do it when you say you're gonna get it done. Definition of success. I know it's a bit of a controversial one, but my definition of success would be the moment when I am able to go into a shop, buy whatever I want without having to look at my budget. And I know it sounds very materialistic now, but there's just comfort, man, that comes with being able to buy the things that you want without having to worry about how is this stretching my budget? Am I going to have enough food for the rest of the week if I buy this item and that sort of thing? And like I remember the first time that I saved up my money to buy myself scrubs. Like it was such a small thing, but it was something that impacted me so much. And I'm just like, I didn't even have to think about, am I gonna be able to have enough transport money? I could just buy it. So yeah, that would be my definition of success. Yes, I know people say it mustn't be monetary and whatnot, but the money plays a big role. So the ability to be able to afford the things that I want. I started this channel in the middle of the pandemic, and I'd also started gaining a following because people knew me from the community of health sciences, and they were always asking me questions like, how did you get into nursing? If I have this issue, how can I solve it, and that sort of thing. And it was a lot of people asking me the same question, and I wanted to help everyone, but I knew I had no capacity to be answering DMs like all the time. So obviously creating a platform where I create the questions. I mean, I answer the questions and you, whatever question you're going to search into Google, whatever, and it finds you. And yeah, I've just had the pleasure of sharing all the information that I have and just sharing with people how amazing being in nursing is, and for us to move away from the fact that nursing is just seen as, oh, you're cleaning the patient's bums and that sort of thing, and for us able to see nursing for the beautiful career that it is. It wasn't necessarily on this channel, but it was because of this channel. So beginning of 2022 or 23, I started posting more on TikTok, and I had a few videos that blew up. And one of my most popular videos on TikTok right now is when I was explaining, I think I was explaining the differences between the different nursing programs, and I just had people keep on fighting me like, no, this is wrong information. You should go back and do your research. Stop telling people lies. And like people were fighting me about the information that I was sharing. And I'm like, the information that you're trying to tell people right now is false because things have changed within the nursing framework. And my audience came for like to support me. Like people were just like, no, you must go and do your research. She's telling you the truth. You must do your research and that sort of thing. So just having that community like backing you up, like, you know what, we got to. And I even stopped like answering comments on that video because it was just traumatizing me. Just like, it was triggering me a lot answering those questions, but people were just out there supporting me. So yeah, definitely that was one of my moments on this channel, or sort of really related to this channel. Cool. So what's next for this channel? Obviously next year, or this year should I rather say, a lot of things are going to be changing. So firstly, I've separated my Instagram from my personal account, which is at Mupereki, and I've created a new Instagram page called From Study to Scrubs, which makes sense, from studying to getting scrubs because you're professional. I thought that was really cute. So yeah, please, if you want any updates or just any content related to nursing, definitely follow From Study to Scrubs. I think by this point when this video comes out, I would have removed most of my heavy nursing content of my personal page, and then I'm going to try to move as much stuff as I can to the From Study to Scrubs page, just to separate life. And I'm going to be starting a new series starting February called Nursing Disciplines, where I'm going to be highlighting the different disciplines that we have within the nursing profession. Because I know a lot of people know about your general nursing, bedside nursing, that sort of thing, your clinics, your theatre, recovery, maternity. There's the usual disciplines that we know. Yes, I'm going to be covering that and just offering a bit more fresh insight into those. But the main focus is going to be on the disciplines that we don't really delve into. Like, I know there's this thing that's been trending a lot now on TikTok of a corporate nurse. So I'm going to be discussing what a corporate nurse is, and for those that want to be a flight nurse or an ambu nurse, disciplines that are not spoken about a lot. I'm just going to be delving deep into that because I've noticed that as students, sometimes we are not aware of these disciplines that we can go into. And there's actually a lot of disciplines that paying nurses really nice money. I know we're constantly complaining about nurses not getting paid well, but there's disciplines where they are paying well, but people are just not aware of how to get into those avenues. And that was the whole point why I created this channel, is for me to be able to share the information that I have about the nursing profession and the quality profession that we are, and just for me to share those disciplines that people are not aware of, just for us to open our minds and our eyes on other things that we might not be aware of regarding nursing disciplines. And obviously other updates, I'll put them on the community tab. Like, I'm going to be starting daily quizzes, so if just to test your knowledge on nursing knowledge, general knowledge, and I'll go more in depth in pharmacology, human biology, and that sort of thing. That'll all be on the community tab, so you can check that out over there. So I'm really excited to what 2025 has in store for us. I really sacrificed a lot of my time this festive season to be scripting videos. I think I have like 4 videos already in the bank. I'm just creating content, and I'm putting in the necessary measures that I need to make sure that I'm consistent next year. I definitely want to see this channel grow. For us to eventually have guests at some point in time and that sort of thing. And unfortunately, most of these collaborations with other YouTubers, the amount of numbers that you have is what determines it. So obviously, the more we grow, the more avenues that we're able to go into. There's so many events, like live events, that I want to do, but because the numbers are not backing me up, I can't always do that. So yeah, so I'm just excited to see this channel grow. So yeah, if you'd be interested in joining this journey of just learning about the nursing profession and what it has in store, definitely subscribe down below. So until next week, Friday, 12 p.m. South African time, have an awesome one. Bye, guys.